Hello, good to see you. Welcome back to episode 14 of Non-League and Beyond with Taunton Town. Last episode, if you haven't watched already, it was a heartbreaker. This, though, is a transfer window special, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently. The overall balance at the club now is £205,164. A majority of that come from season ticket sales of £170,000. So the finances at the club are looking okay, and I wish they would have given me a little bit more money on the wage budget. We've got £10,925, but I'm currently spending £11,175 because I've offered out some new contracts. And the big one being Zane Alvarez. He's now on £500 a week, but we've got him for another 2 years. He's got so much potential. And at the end of the month, I will have some more wage budget to spend because a lot of players will be leaving on the free. Grubb's still going to be on. He's on a non-contract, so you'll pay as you play. Lloyd James already know he's retiring, so that saved me £500 a week. Lee Lucas, that saved me £400 a week. Ollie Chamberlain, I actually did offer him a new contract. Only 1 year, though, but he wanted 2 years. He rejected that. So he's going to be going Zach Smith, Dylan Morgan, some players that we had from the start. The biggest one, though, I really need to get rid of and save is Tyler Harvey. He's paying him £850 a week. He's the highest paid player at the club. Just can't get rid of the guy. So when I get rid of them all, we've got 15 players in the squad. With these 2 greyed out players, it does make it 17, but they're not our players. So we've got 15 players. We do have enough to make a team of Male, Mundell-Smith, Batten, Burley, Falassi, Alvarez, Razalou, Rosslang, Ryan, Grubb and McLeod up front. But what do I really need? Well, I really need a striker to partner McLeod up front. And it's all about players that are better than we already got. This is a decent team if we want to finish about 8th again. But I've got bigger hopes, bigger dreams of finishing higher than 8th. Promotion, that's what I'm dreaming of. And it's only the 5th of May, so let's go hunting for players. Well, let's start with this massive piece of news. Kamani Ryan, I've sold him to Millwall for $250k. But that's not the biggest news. The biggest news is Tyler Harvey is finally gone on a free to Solihull Moors. Before I sold Kamani Ryan, I did ask the board for more transfer revenue and they upped it to 45%, which is amazing. But then with the transfer money that come in, I moved it all to wages and now we've got £13,088. And the first player I bring in on the free transfer they let go by Chelsea was Shazonzo Shabriz. Apologies. On a free transfer, paying him no wages, pay as you play. Another youngster in with a lot of potential is Minzy Maui, playing on the left-hand side to be some good competition for Ross Lang. And I've also brought in the producer, singer, Pharrell Williams. Not that Pharrell Williams. Used to play for Birmingham, got let go on the free. Loads of potential, looks a really good striker. A goalkeeper now in Miles Roberts, good competition for Male. I am paying him a lot of wages though, £850. But he's better than Miles. He looks it anyway. I feel this is all about the youngsters. Another free transfer, a youngster, 20 years of age, Maxwell Kinsley Wellings. Let go by Bournemouth, looks very good and he's got a lot of potential. And another young player in Tom Leahy, a striker. He's got some really good all-round attributes. I think he's going to be a decent player for us. And I like youngsters because later on, maybe might be able to get some Kamani Ryan money, like 250k again next year. Be amazing. Well, I bet you didn't see this coming. It's another youngster in Jeffro Medine. He's 18 years of age, got let go by West Ham. I don't actually play central midfielder, so I'm training him to be a deep line playmaker. We'll see how that goes. And another youngster in Reece Claremont, plays left back, going to be competition with Mundell-Smith. He might even play in front of him. He looks very good and he's got loads of potential. So pre-season went pretty well. We did lose against our rivals Yeovil, which is very disappointing, especially at home. But it's only a friendly, so we can take the loss there. Woking, I'm loving the fact it's going to be our first game of the season because they broke our hearts in the last episode. We had to beat them to get to the playoffs. Yeah, and they stole our spot. So that'd be good. Get Ryan back, start of a win, crack on. If we look at the season preview, where do they think we're going to finish now? 23rd last year, 22nd this year. And if we look, who do they say our best players are? Pharrell Williams and Jeffro Medine, who I can't find a space for. But look at, I'm going to say our best 11. I've got to play Woking in a second. So this is the sort of team I'm going to go for. And what I realise is I've got a good round forward line. Defence they need to strengthen, but central midfield I really strengthen. If I get the words out. You can see here I've got a load of players on trial. One of them being Tom Wingate, who was let go for a free. Do I pick him up? He has got some potential. He's 18 years of age. This should be called a youth to gold. He started off pretty poor. They didn't score in the first 6 games, and he started scoring a few. And I needed him to score in the last 2 games, but he just couldn't do it. Might go for him, but I feel I've picked up a fair few strikers now. But we need some central midfielders for sure. And Zane Alvarez is suspended today, so he can't play. So that's why playing Far as the ball midfielder against Woking. Wish me luck. Right, let's get into the games. In the opening game, well, last season, Woking broke our hearts. Pharrell Williams did score on his debut with a really good taken down goal and a good finish, but we sadly lost 4-2. We also gave away a penalty and we still haven't saved one. In the second game, we played Dagenham Redbridge at home and Pharrell Williams got himself a brace, winning 2-1. And the next game against Scunthorpe, we gave away another penalty, which we still haven't saved. But the hero of the day was Velassi, and this is his second goal. We came out on top, especially away from home. Good result, winning 2-1. Next up was newly promoted South Shields, and Pharrell Williams is absolutely amazing. He's on fire. We won this game 1-0. Our last game in August was against York, and they were a very, very good team to finish in the top 10, and they beat us 3-2. Well, I'm going to say that's a really good start to August. 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 tough teams. Woking and York are a very good team. That puts us in 4th place in the league with 9 points. Like I said, that's a really, really good start for us. Season preview now. If I take a look, we're 21st, 50-1. With that, because we've got some new players in that you missed. And I'm trying to get this guy on, Oliver Tipton, centre-back. He looks amazing. He will be amazing. He'll be the best defender at the club. And I think that's what we really need. We're really lacking in centre-backs. We were really lacking with central midfielders, but left centre-backs as well now. So Joshua Lett, I brought him in. Left back, Southampton let him go. He is the new number 1 left back. He's very, very good. Harry Brook, defensive midfielder. Absolutely. I wish his tackle was a little bit more, but all round, superb. And he is the best player at the club and got some good value on him as well, just in case we need to sell him later on to push up the wages. Nas Bakrin from Charlton, online. Attributes-wise, he looks great. They're saying he's 2-star, 4-star. He doesn't, if I do automatic pick, he doesn't actually get put in the team. But I've been playing him a few little games. He's not bad, but that is where we're really strong as centre-back. I did let Jaden Mundle-Smith go because I need the finances and wages to get that Tipton guy in. Hopefully he comes in. And I think I'm going to need another centre-back as well. Because, like I say, I think we're really weak in centre-backs. Not for this league, it's not good enough. So, August is not bad. How's the rest of the season going to go? Well, I've got big dreams and big hopes. Automatic promotion. And with that, we need to win all these games. So let's check out the next part. The hunt for a centre-back continues because Oliver Tipton decided to go to Cambridge in Sky Bet League 2, which I don't blame. It is the league above. But we do desperately need centre-backs. Actually, do I even need a centre-back? We beat Floyd 3-0, Bournemouth 6-1, Bromley 4-1. So defensively, we're not bad. But it is a great big but as well. When I look at the centre-backs, Kingsley Wellings, great potential. He's good, tackling the 9. It's not the best. Burley, attributes going down a little bit now. 2.5 star, 2.5 star. The rest, Batten, who I'm trying to sell to free up some wages of a £675. He's okay, 2-star, 2-star. But I'd love to free up the wages. Nobody wants it. Well, they do want him, but no one. I keep offering out, but they don't want to put a bid in for him. And then Barkin, who I got on loan, who maybe I should give more game time to. But if we keep on winning, we're top of the league with 18 points. It makes me think, do I need a centre-back? Do I? Well, I don't think I do need any more centre-backs. We could beat Ultram 4-1. 4-all draw against Hartlepool, so maybe a couple of decent centre-backs there. We would have won that game. Yeovil, our rivals, thrashed them 3-1. And this one, Solihull Muirs are a very good team in this league. Away from home, and we kept a clean sheet. We beat them 3-0. An FA Cup run now would be fantastic. We got to St Albans, 4th round qualifying. They're in the league below us, so we should comfortably win that, especially as we're top of the league. 28 points, 6 points clear. Pharrell Williams, 12 goals this season. Highest rating in the league with a 7.77. I'm loving life. It's amazing. Let's hope we can continue. I've even told the dogs about it. Let's go. And I'm still loving life because we just keep on winning. Don't get me wrong, we did lose in the first round of the FA Cup against York 2-1. But other than that, we just win every single game. Even teams are helping us out. So as you can see, we've been on some really, really good form. Other than losing the FA Cup first round against York 2-1. But they've beaten us twice this season. They seem to have our number. They beat us early on 3-2. That one was away from home. FA Cup at home, we lost them at our place 2-1 is, like I said, disappointing. But other than that, I've got nothing to complain about. We're not even drawing games, winning games. Crawley 2-1, Eastleigh 2-1, Barrow 4-2. And sometimes when we're behind, they help us out a little bit, like that back pass or the keeper tried to pass it to his centre-back and we intercepted the score. So things are going well. So I've got nothing to complain about. We're first in the league, 46 points. We're 12 points clear. This is crazy. I've never had a save where we've been this good. Pharrell Williams is phenomenal. I can't say too much about him because he's just amazing. The only worry, or one thing I said earlier in the video, is the centre backs. I've been playing Maxwell, Kinsey, Wellings a lot, and he's been playing really poorly. 6.67, 16 times. That to me is not a very good average rating. And he's the one that gives away all the penalties. We've gave away a few penalties, so I do desperately need a centre back. It's got Batten in at the moment, but it's normally Burley just lacking in fitness. Burley's fine. He's our best centre back, 2.5 star, 2.5 star. But we need better than that. I need someone amazing. I've got the scouts going, looking for centre backs, and I feel if I could bring this up, we've got one, Lewis Freestone. I'm looking at him, thinking that this is the guy to bring in. But the only problem being, or which will be the problem, well, wages, firstly, I expect to be a problem. And then secondly, it goes somewhere else because that's what normally happens. Negotiate. £650. That's not too bad. I still like to get it under a little bit. 575. Really, mate? You 625. Okay. I've got everything crossed that this guy comes in. Because look, Joseph's the second best. And I let him go. So, no. So, I'm loving this team. Amazing. Medine, great. Brooke, Ross Lang, Williams. Leahy is another one. Williams is amazing. He's just 6 goals in 15 games. It's not enough, really. But when you got Pharrell Williams scoring all the goals, doesn't really matter. And the left back, phenomenal. A really, really good left back. Loads of assists. Few goals as well. He's got 3 goals. So yeah, I'm loving it. Just need one more centre back. I think, I'm going to be totally honest, I think we're going to be fine. Even though we're only in, what are we, in November the 22nd? I think it's going to be all right. I think we're going to be absolutely fine. Right, let's see if the centre back does come in. And let's see if I can continue winning. Well, we couldn't keep on winning because the next game we drew 1-0 against Acton and Stanley. I think it was a fair result, a very even game. But the next game after that, we beat Halifax 1-0 and I had my centre-back, Lewis Freestone, played his first game for us, come out on top 1-0. But then the next game against Barnet, he gave away a penalty and we lost 1-0. Then the next game after that, we lost 3-1 against Torquay away from home. And you know the saying, if it's not broke, don't try and fix it. But don't worry, because after that, we went on a winning spree. Beating Spennymoor 5-0. Beating Willand in the FA Trophy 5-0. Beating Dagenham Redbridge 3-1. Then beating Woking 5-2. We've been amazing. But I tell you who's been extra special. Shabiz has been Chinzonzo Shabiz. I hope that's how you say it. He's been phenomenal. And that is where I'm going to leave you for this episode. I was going to continue as I always do, but I've changed things up a bit. I think I'm going to total this season 3, part 1, and part 2 will be the second half of the season. We're 15 points clear. We're doing amazing. Let me know if this is how you want things to continue, or you want me to go back to playing 2 games an episode. But I feel this is the way forward. It brightens things up a little bit. It's more interesting, I think. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you for part 2, where surely we can't let a 15-point gap go. See you then.